Orphan diseases, or conditions affecting fewer than 65 individuals out of 100,000, present a formidable challenge in modern medicine. While individually rare, these diseases collectively impact over 300 million people globally, which is approximately 4% of the world's population. The diagnostic odyssey for patients with orphan diseases is characterized by prolonged delays, frequent misdiagnosis, and substantial economic burdens, with average diagnostic timelines around 4.7 years and costs reaching up to $500,000 per patient. These delays are primarily attributable to limited physician awareness, dispersed clinical expertise, and a critical lack of high-quality, accessible data for research and diagnostic support. Existing machine learning approaches have made strides in causal gene discovery and phenotype-driven diagnosis. However, they also often focus on genetic data and are constrained by the scarcity of real-world patient records. Furthermore, other current tools are limited in geographic scope or do not fully leverage self-reported patient data or provide actionable clinical pathways. This gap underscores the need for a comprehensive and patient-centered solution that integrates predictive analytics with practical resources for both patients and clinicians. The software that I developed, OrphanAI, addresses these challenges through a multifaceted approach. At its core, the system employs a deep learning model trained on synthetic patient data generated from OrphanNet's extensive knowledge base. This dataset, comprising of 4,258 orphan diseases, was validated using statistical measures including Kullback-Leibler divergence, cosine similarity, and mean squared error, ensuring alignment with real-world distributions. The synthetic data generation process incorporated probabilistic rules for symptom prevalence, inheritance patterns, and age of onset, while controlled stochastic noise was introduced to prevent overfitting and ensure generalizability. The predictive model itself is a sequential neural network with 4 layers: an input layer with 256 neurons, 2 hidden layers with 128 and 64 neurons, and an output layer corresponding to the number of diseases in the dataset. Training utilized 5-fold cross-validation, an atom optimizer with a learning rate of 0.001, and sparse categorical cross-entropy loss. Early stopping was implemented to mitigate overfitting, and the model achieved a test accuracy of 97.59% and an F1 score of 0.9755. Notably, the model was optimized to minimize false negatives, prioritizing the identification of true positives, which is a critical consideration given the severe consequences of misdiagnosis in rare diseases. A key innovation of OrphanAI is its integration of family history data. Given the hereditary nature of many orphan diseases, the model algorithmically adjusts predictions based on user-provided family history, using established inheritance patterns to refine risk assessments. This feature, combined with the model's high accuracy, enables robust predictions even in the absence of real patient data. To further enhance clinical utility, OrphanAI includes a clinical trial matching system. This component dynamically scrapes and filters data from clinicaltrials.gov using Selenium and Chrome WebDriver to retrieve and cache trial information. Trials are matched to users based on their medical profiles, including age, sex, and predicted disease, providing actionable next steps for patients and clinicians alike. The synthetic patient data underwent rigorous validation to ensure fidelity to OrphanNet's summary statistics. Principal component analysis and visual assessments confirms that the generated data captured the underlying structure and variability of real-world distributions. Theoretical modeling suggests that OrphanAI could reduce diagnostic timelines from 4.7 years to approximately just 1 year by accelerating early suspicion and specialist referral. This projection is based on the observation that the most significant diagnostic delays occur between symptom onset and referral to expert centers, which is a process that OrphanAI streamlines through instantaneous disease suggestions along with its targeted referrals. OrphanAI is not merely a diagnostic tool, but a comprehensive platform designed to empower patients and support clinical decision-making. The web application, which I built with React and Flask, offers a user-friendly interface for entering medical profiles and receiving personalized disease predictions. Users are presented with their top 5 most likely conditions, which are each accompanied by a confidence score and detailed disease information sourced directly from OrphanAI. This transparency fosters informed discussions between patients and their healthcare providers, potentially reducing diagnostic uncertainty and improving outcomes. The platform's modularity, encompassing prediction, clinical trial matching, and disease information lookup, positions it as a versatile resource for both patients and clinicians. By bridging the gap between self-reported data and clinical action, OrphanAI has the potential to transform the diagnostic journey for rare diseases, reducing both the emotional and financial burdens on patients and healthcare systems. While OrphanAI does demonstrate significant promise, its current implementation is based on validated synthetic data, and real-world validation still remains essential. Future research will focus on partnerships with healthcare institutions to integrate real patient data, validate the model in other clinical settings, and assess its impact on diagnostic timelines and patient outcomes. Overall, OrphanAI represents a paradigm shift in the diagnosis and management of orphan diseases. By leveraging synthetic data, deep learning, and patient-centered design, it offers a scalable solution to the persistent challenges of diagnostic delays and misdiagnosis. With further validation and clinical integration, OrphanAI could play a pivotal role in improving the lives of the 300 million people that are affected by rare diseases worldwide, ultimately advancing the frontier of precision medicine.